Hello and welcome to the Quiver channel. I hope you're having a good day. I am Jason, your host. Bit of a stutter there. My brain usually does the hello everybody, welcome to the Quiver channel. I am Jason, your host, but I interrupted with something else for some reason. My brain didn't do the normal. Therapy. Therapy can be amazing. A lot of what I do with my phone, I always say that all of you are my therapist when I put these messages out. But I've come to the point now where I'm now making the first steps towards getting myself a new therapist. Someone to go on this journey with me long term. You see, unfortunately, the UK mental health setup is completely underfunded. I mean, we are talking really badly underfunded. Some of the waiting lists are crazy, and to get put on the NHS mental health thingy, you have to be in quite a bad situation, and they only look after you mostly for a temporary amount of time. I was signed off by my last mental health person. It was actually, I think it was August last year or June last year. Just got a letter from them saying we're taking you off the books now. If you need any more help, you'll have to go through your GP. This is because they're so over capacity. And what I do, the way I look after my stuff is, it works. It actually works. My coping strategies, doing these vlogs every single day, getting what's inside here out and throwing it into the ether works. But you can't do this kind of thing in an echo chamber no matter how good you are. So I've started looking for a long-term therapist that I will actually have sessions with and pay for those sessions myself privately out of my PIP. This is something I need to do to make sure everything's documented for what I go through. And having someone who's a professional, sometimes they can think up ideas that I myself wouldn't come up with. And so I very much am looking forward to that. Now, therapists are not one size fits all. It's, how can I put it? They're human beings. They'll have different levels of training, they'll have different levels of experience. Life will be theirs and yours will be yours. So it's okay to not gel with a therapist. But when you have therapists through the NHS and that, you don't really have that much choice, unfortunately, or not as much choice to make. Whatever there's available. I was very lucky that the 5th therapist I had really did gel with me. And by therapist, I do therapists, counsellors, mental health professionals, all in the same thing. So, and people out there who have dealt with this kind of thing can tell you the difference between finding a therapist that gels with you and one that doesn't is night and day. You can have someone who completely understands who you are, who is like, gets you straight away. You don't have to struggle, and they understand where you're coming through, and they want to know what you do, and they adapt. The best therapists don't read from a book. They don't go from the standard set. It's good to have that knowledge, but they understand that every person they look after is actually a unique human being, and they will adapt and change and try new things and think outside the box. Those are the best ones. I have a friend who, her therapist, plays games with her, tabletop games and stuff like that, because that's the way that she can talk about her stuff, and that when she's got trauma or talking about past trauma. I know someone who does this walking therapy where they go out for a walk together, and it's almost like the walking and that can be different parts. It's different ways to do it, and that, but it actually helps. But then you look at my kind of way, I do my therapy way, and I haven't really had a hands-on therapist since 2019, and so I'm looking forward to meeting this person. We're doing a phone call. The first session is free just to see whether we gel, see whether we connect. And then we'll make plans to start doing it. I'll have to budget and work out how much money I have spare per month, so I can start doing it. Ideally, I will be able to do it every week, but that will cost a lot, so I'll have to budget, and it probably won't happen until later in the year. But before then, it'll be probably like once a month and so on, because it's not like I'm in crisis or anything, but there can always be improvements. It's always nice to get someone from outside who is a proper therapist in that. So I'm going to be talking to them later today, and it's nerve-inducing as well, because it's panic, it's anxiety, because I'm not used to talking to people on the phone. But I have my thingy, and I'm going to charge up this. This is my voice conference thing that I connect with my phone, and so I can talk without having to have the phone. As you know, I've told you before, I love my phone, but it's in my pocket at the moment. Where have I put it? Oh, it's over there. I love having my phone in my hand and listening to audible books and that, but actually no, I don't like having my phone in my hand. I really don't like having my phone in my hand. Thinking about it, even audible books, I'd like to put my phone in my pocket and leave it in my hand. It's like, phone pocket there, stay. Don't bother me. I don't want to have to deal with it in my thingy, and so I just Bluetooth connect this to my phone. I'll sit it down here right in front of me, waiting for the call. I can answer the call by just pressing on it, and I can talk to singing, because I rarely have to talk on the phone. And as you can tell from the way what I'm doing now, that even thinking about talking on the phone bothers me. It's just, I don't like phones in my hands. Phones in my hands are shiny and wonderful and amazing and technology, but at the same time, someone's going to talk through that to me, and I might not know them, and they might be a stranger, and it's like, it's not. So yes, this is my favorite. This is one of my favourite purchases that I made, and yeah, I will connect this up with my thing. I will recharge it. I set myself 2 alarms so that I can remember and not be too distracted when it comes to the time of the phone call. I set an alarm for an hour beforehand, and then I set an alarm for 45 minutes. For 50 minutes beforehand. So I'm actually ready for it. It's a new thing. It's something I'm dealing with. Woohoo! So this is Jason for the Quiver channel. Happy me. Alive, awake. I managed to sleep more than normal As in, I got to sleep for an hour, woke up, an hour and a half, woke up, an hour and woke up. That was pretty nice for me. So, bye-bye for now.